Buying a dash cam for hot weather isn't as simple as choosing the one with the highest temperature rating. Because even if the camera itself survives, its memory card can stop recording, parking mode can shut down, or another part of the setup can fail without you realizing. So here are the 6 best dash cams for hot weather, each chosen to solve a different summer reliability problem. At the end, I'll give you 3 checks for finding out whether the camera you buy will actually keep recording when your car gets seriously hot. If your car regularly sits outside in extreme summer temperatures, I'd prioritize a dash cam designed to tolerate that heat rather than one relying on an internal rechargeable battery. That's why I've chosen the BOTSLAB G980H. BOTSLAB states an operating range up to 158 degrees Fahrenheit, while the camera uses a supercapacitor for backup power. But the heat rating only matters if the camera still gives you usable evidence. Bright summer sun can create harsh glare and deep shadows, so the 4K front and 2K rear recording are backed by wide dynamic range to preserve more useful detail in difficult lighting. You also get a 64GB memory card included, so the camera is ready to record straight away. The simpler front and rear setup also keeps things straightforward if that's all the coverage you need. You're not routing extra cabin cameras or creating 4 separate video streams every time you drive. However, if you'd prefer the 4-channel version for increased coverage, my full review is linked in the description. Parking protection is available too, but you'll need the separate hardwire connection to keep the camera powered after the ignition is switched off. At around $120 when I checked via the purchase link in the description, the G980H is a well-priced option if extreme summer heat is your main concern and you only need front and rear coverage. But if you want parking protection without installing a hardwire kit, this next option is likely a better purchase. Because in sunny conditions, the Baseus VD1 Pro can actually turn part of the problem into an advantage. Its solar panel uses that sunlight to help replenish the built-in battery while your car is parked, extending how long parking protection can remain available without drawing power from your starter battery. The camera still needs normal vehicle power while you're driving, but once parked, it drops into a low-power standby mode. Baseus claims up to 14 days of parking standby, although that doesn't mean 14 days of continuous recording. Instead, the camera stays in standby and wakes when a supported parking event is detected to record a protected clip. The big benefit is that you get this without installing a hardwire kit. And at around $110 when checked via the purchase link in the description, it's also one of the cheapest ways to get parking protection. 4K front and 1080p rear recording, GPS, voice control, Wi-Fi 6, and a 32GB memory card already included. The main trade-off is that the VD1 Pro uses a lithium-ion battery rather than the supercapacitor design found on most of the cameras in this list. Baseus does include high-temperature protection, so if conditions become excessive, the camera can shut itself down to protect the battery. That's useful for protecting the hardware, but it also means parking protection may temporarily stop during the most extreme conditions. So I'd see the Baseus as the better choice for convenient, affordable parking protection rather than the camera I'd deliberately choose for the most extreme temperatures. If your priority is avoiding the cost and hassle of a hardwire installation, that trade-off is much easier to accept. I've linked to my detailed review below if you need more information. But if your priority is maximum stated heat tolerance instead, number 4 pushes the operating limit much higher. Because Rexing rates the V1P 4K up to 176 degrees Fahrenheit, the highest published upper operating temperature in this comparison. It also uses a supercapacitor rather than an internal rechargeable battery. You're also getting 4K recording at the front and 1080p at the rear, so you still have useful detail from both directions. Wide dynamic range helps when bright summer sunlight creates glare outside the car, while parts of the image remain much darker. Parking protection includes automatic event detection and time-lapse recording, although like the BOTSLAB, you'll need the optional hardwire kit if you want those modes working after the engine is switched off. Storage support reaches 512 gigabytes, and Rexing is unusually specific about which cards it recommends. It points buyers toward high-endurance options from brands including Kingston and SanDisk, while specifically warning against SanDisk Ultra cards. So I'd stick to one of Rexing's recommended high-endurance cards rather than treating the memory card as an afterthought. At around $160 when checked via the purchase link in the description, the V1P4K is best suited to drivers who want front and rear recording and expect the camera to spend a lot of time in very high temperatures. But if you don't need rear coverage, number 3 strips the setup back even further. If you only need to record the road ahead, the VIOFO A119M Pro gives you a much simpler setup without sacrificing front-facing image quality. It records true 4K at 30 frames per second using Sony's Starvis 2 IMX678 sensor, while high dynamic range helps preserve useful detail when bright summer sunlight creates glare and deep shadows. You also get GPS, Wi-Fi 6, and a super capacitor, with the camera small enough to sit discreetly behind your rearview mirror. For hot weather use, VIOFO lists an upper operating temperature of around 149 degrees Fahrenheit. But the more important lesson comes from the storage. One verified owner repeatedly returned to their car after it had been sitting in direct sun and found the camera reporting card read errors while using a third-party heavy-duty memory card. After switching to a VIOFO card, the problem disappeared. Another owner reported a similar improvement after changing to VIOFO storage. So if you buy this camera, I'd follow VIOFO's card recommendations rather than choosing storage purely on price. Its industrial-grade microSD cards are intended for continuous recording, and the camera supports capacities up to 512 gigabytes. Parking protection is also useful if you want more than basic impact recording. With the required hardwire setup, buffered event recording can save 15 seconds before a trigger and 30 seconds afterwards, which can show you what led up to an incident rather than only what happened after it. At around $140 via the purchase link in the description, I'd choose the A119M Pro if you want high-quality 4K footage from the road ahead without paying for rear or cabin cameras you don't need. And if you'd rather remove the memory card compatibility issue altogether, number 2 builds the storage directly into the camera. Memory card failure is one of the easiest dashcam problems to miss because the camera can appear to be working normally while the footage you expect isn't actually being preserved. The REDTIGER F77 tackles that problem by building 128 gigabytes of eMMC storage directly into the camera, so normal recording doesn't depend on a removable microSD card. REDTIGER also offers a 256 gigabyte version if you need more capacity. That removes the need to find a compatible recording card and avoids the possible card read problems. And for a hot weather dashcam, removing one more potential recording failure point is a genuine advantage. You're not sacrificing image quality to get it either. Both the front and rear cameras use Sony Starvis 2 IMX678 sensors and record native 4K, giving you high detail evidence in both directions rather than dropping the rear camera down to 1080p. You also get a 4-inch touchscreen, GPS, voice control, 5.8 GHz Wi-Fi, and a super capacitor. REDTIGER rates the F77 for operation from -4 degrees Fahrenheit up to 158 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you want a dashcam suited to high temperatures without having to rely on a removable memory card for everyday recording, the F77 is the one I'd buy. But as good as these 5 cameras are for specific hot weather buying needs, there's still one problem left we haven't covered. A front and rear system may be enough for most drivers, but it can't capture what happens inside the vehicle or give you the same context around passengers. The Vantrue N5S records from 4 cameras simultaneously, 2.7K at the front, 1440p at the rear, plus 2 1080p cabin cameras. All 4 use Starvis 2 technology, giving you footage from the road ahead, behind the vehicle, and across both the front and rear cabin. As I explained in my full N5S review linked in the description, I wouldn't take Vantrue's 360-degree claim literally. The cabin cameras look through the side windows rather than acting like exterior side cameras. But for rideshare drivers, parents, pet owners, or anyone wanting more context after an incident, those extra views can capture evidence a normal dual camera system misses. For hot weather use, Vantrue's own material rates the N5S up to 158 degrees Fahrenheit, although some Amazon information has listed 140. That discrepancy is another reason not to choose purely by the biggest number. What matters more is that the N5S uses a supercapacitor and heat-resistant construction. You also get buffered parking protection. With the required hardwire kit, motion detection can preserve 10 seconds of footage from before an event, which can be crucial if someone approaches your parked car before damaging it. Storage support reaches 1 terabyte, which is useful because 4 cameras create a lot of footage. I'd pair it with a large compatible high-endurance card, so older recordings aren't overwritten too quickly. The Rexing has a higher stated maximum temperature, so if that number matters most, buy the Rexing. Choose the REDTIGER if you want built-in storage, or the Baseus if avoiding hardwiring is your priority. However, for the best combination of heat-resistant hardware, buffered parking protection, and 4-channel evidence, I'd choose the Vantrue N5S. But before you order any dashcam for hot weather, here are the 3 checks I'd make. First, check the operating temperature for the exact model you're buying. Make sure you're looking at the operating range rather than storage temperature, and don't assume a figure from another version applies. If the manufacturer and retailer disagree, I'd use the lower number. I'd also favor a supercapacitor for a permanently installed hot weather dashcam unless there's a specific reason to choose a battery-powered model. Second, check the storage requirements before ordering. Some cameras are far more particular about memory cards than others, so find out which high-endurance cards the manufacturer recommends, the maximum supported capacity, and whether a card is included. If you don't want to deal with removable card compatibility at all, built-in eMMC storage, like the REDTIGER uses, can remove that problem. Third, check exactly what parking mode requires. Find out whether you need a separate hardwire kit, what type of parking recording you actually get, and whether high-temperature protection can temporarily stop recording. A 14-day standby claim, for example, is very different from 14 days of continuous footage. Those 3 checks tell you far more than simply buying whichever camera has the biggest temperature number. And if you still haven't found your ideal dashcam, check out my video appearing on screen now.